Hey, hello, farming friends. Welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your old buddy, Mr. Moose. Today we are back on Manchester for some ag, and of course we have the Soul mod installed and are working with that. Links to all the downloads that are available, or all the mods that are available in this particular video, will be in the show notes below. You'll find a page called Mods I Use that will open up a spreadsheet. It will give you the links to all the mods as well as this map, so have at it, and that will take care of that. So let's get to farming. Got a couple of things we need to do today. As you may remember when we left off on Saturday, let's see, we had just harvested field number 6, so the combine is still sitting over there. We got the corn out of it, got a little bit higher yield out of that, and we still have soybeans to harvest today. We also are running quite low, well, we're dead empty on straw for the cattle, so I need to go over and load some straw up, so we may do that on this video as well. We'll definitely, I guess we're going to end up having to purchase some sort of other loader. Not there. There. That's what we wanted to do. We're going to have to purchase some sort of other loader. This is just all there is to it. Because the amount of goods that we're going to be shoveling is just greater than what a small tractor can handle. And when we were doing just a few cattle and when we were doing more than just a few cattle, it was alright. But now it's going to get kind of crazy. So I don't know. You know what? There might be a solution, and we might just explore that today. As a matter of fact, I think we will. Alright, so what I was thinking was this. I was thinking we'd jump into course play and put a shovel running while I did other things, just loading a big trailer. That would take quite a bit of time while I was doing some other things around the farm, and that would, you know, that would get it done, and I wouldn't have to sit there and do it the whole time. But the problem is, if I do that, I'm basically taken away from me doing shovel work, and I sort of enjoy doing the shovel work. I just don't think it makes a good video for me to sit and do shovel work for 45 minutes just to load one trailer. And you know, I like to work smarter, not harder, and be a little bit efficient. So you know, we definitely need to get a bigger shovel. We've got the money to do it, obviously, especially with all this soybean coming in now. I just think it is time to upgrade to either a wheel loader or to a telehandler. I'm not really sure that I have any need for a telehandler right now. I'm not baling, so that's not an issue. And I'm not. Alright, gotta find the tractor I want. This is the one I want. I'm not baling right now, so that's not an issue. I'm not doing any kind of high work, so I could just get a regular front loader and use a front loader for it. But at the same time, just in case I ever did decide to bail, because yeah, don't put it up, you know, don't completely dismiss me doing something silly like that. I could go ahead and get the Merlot and some attachments for it, and I would have that ability. Like I said, now the only reason I would have done baling, though, I will tell you this and completely dismiss it. Let's walk over here real quick. Remember, we found this feeding trough the other day, and I was mesmerized by it, and got into the whole discussion of it'd be cool if you could use this, and then found the little green dot in the center and thought, oh, well, we can use this. Well, you know, on a real farm, on a working farm, what you do is you throw big hay bales in these, and then the cattle would come in and stick their head through there, and they'd eat the hay bales, or if you were doing silage bales, they would come in here. But here's the deal. I pull up the wire frame on this, and there is no trigger whatsoever here. So you're not putting it in there. You got to have a trigger point to place anything inside of it. So that little green dot there, while it looks like there's something there, there's not. There needs to be a trigger point around it for it to happen. See how there's a trigger here? This big yellow box, that's the trigger for that trough. So yeah, that would let you put things in there that would actually do. What this trigger right here is floating in the middle of the yard, I have no idea. That one I have no clue about why that polygon is there. But anyway, so that just lets you know that there's really no need for us to do bales, other than just for the fact and sheer joy of hours and hours of excitement stacking bales. So anyways, thought I'd just point that out to you guys, and in case anybody's sitting there going, oh, I'm gonna put some bales in that now that he's mentioned it to me, you'd be wasting your time. But yeah, just let you know. Alright, so you got to come in from the right hand side with this and set it up on the combine. Yeah, looks close enough. Alright, so drop that one off. The other thing we need to do is, once we get this field done, we need to cut the grass right there around the head of the field. We need to sow a little bit more grass to widen that area out, and then I will put in a new shed, equipment shed, over by the corn, whatever you want to call that corn thing over there. Silo. So, what? Did it? I left the weight, I guess. Interesting. Now, how did I end up on my weight and not on the... I mean, you back up, you hook up the implement, right? Shouldn't that be the implement that is hooked up to your... or last implement hooked? It should be the one highlighted. And yet, for some reason, we dropped our weight instead of like that. Which means my weight's laying over here in the field somewhere. Let's try this again. Drop the trailer. Pick up the weight. At least the weight's standing properly so I can pick it back up. Well, that was funny. Not. So anyways, alright, let's head back over here. And we will pick up our other combine header. Well, that was crazy, turning around and seeing the other one still sitting on the back of the tractor. I was like, what? Very interesting. So, where was I? Just things that we got to do. Anyways. Hope you guys enjoyed the forestry yesterday. I know it's it's the same thing over and over, and I understand that. But I enjoy it. honestly, I went back and played for another 3 hours yesterday after I got the video rendered up and done, just because I was having fun. And it's just silly to me. Did it again. Are you kidding me? That's just stupid. I mean, seriously, that should have been the last thing. Come on. I love the way the plants go right through the tractor. Where is that thing? Oh, it's way over there. I don't even know if I can get it. Oh, look, you can see the glass. No, that's on the building. Yeah, it is the glass. The glass is so dirty we're seeing the wrong side of it. Interesting. That's odd. I've never seen that before. That, see the lines I'm looking at here? See the glass lines there on the... Weird. Never seen those before. Huh. Alright, we gotta give this guy a love tap. In real life, I'd be able to get out of the tractor and I'd be able to straighten that arm up. But I can't, so we have to go a little medieval on it. See how that polygon is sliding around? Now it's right there. I guess that happens when I get the vehicle too dirty. Yeah, well, you know. What can you say? Alright, let's just pull this guy over here for now. Park him out of the way. And we can go get our other combine, which is this guy here. Oh, never had this much trouble getting this out of here. Come on, get out. Alright. So we'll be using 2 combines and 2 chasers today to do this, which is pretty standard for me now on this particular farm, is double combines and double chasers. I could probably get away with doing a train and doing 1 chaser, but why risk it, you know? Why run the headache of it running out of space and another one having to be brought in? Alright, so let's get this guy up and running. Oh, I completely missed that. Trying to do it up there. Alright, so we gotta fold that in. Come on. There we go. Everything is opened up, so we can head back over here. And which side do I want to start on today? I'm going to start on this side. Alright, so we'll get started. And I'll run 1 length of this manually without anything automated just to get started. And once I get a good enough head start on the other one, I will fire it up and get both of the chasers automated, and we should be good to go at that point. This won't take too long with both of the tractors. And actually, while we're harvesting this, I should be plowing a field, to be honest with you. Tell you what, we'll harvest this, and then once we're done harvesting, because that's 3 automated workers, we'll harvest this, and then after I harvest this, we'll set the plows up, and while the plows are running, we'll work on getting the hay for the cattle. And we'll just keep on keeping on. I gotta figure out how to get rid of these apples. Yeah. Alright, yeah. I keep forgetting to look this up, so if anybody knows, Castaway or any of you guys have dealt with this issue with the something other than soybeans showing up in your harvester, let me know. Otherwise, it'll just save me a little bit of sitting around reading to figure it out. But yeah, I gotta figure this out because it's getting annoying, and I keep forgetting to take care of it outside of here. Alright, let's get this set up. Here's why I hate IC tractors. I hate having to deal with this every time I come in. I know a lot of people absolutely love them, but I hate dealing with it. Alright, so I mean, I get it, it's cool and everything, but it's not something I want to deal with every time I come in to do some work. Alright, so let's go in here. We're going to be doing combine work, and this is field. We're just going to use the same one that we used before. So we're going to go four-wheel drive, active, combine select. I'm going to be using the one furthest from me, which will be the second one. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to make sure that I have the right field selected. So that's going to be grains there, 6. Because if I look at the course, if I remember correctly, I made it run, run up between, so I could use one course for 2 fields. Alright, so we're good to go. All I got to do is tell it to drive course, and it's going to do something. Oh, you know what? It's not going to work. Yep, not going to work. Oh, might as well just make a new course. I thought I made one. But where I ended it won't work with this particular field, so we'll just come over here. We'll start right here. Start course recording. And we will head on. I think I had problems the last time unloading this field because I think I recorded a temporary and I didn't have it in the field, and my tractor wasn't sensing, it wasn't picking up when the combines were full. Alright, so we can come on around here. And we'll bring this around. And we'll prod it right back over here until it stops. Bingo. Stop. Stop a little bit further down. That way it's more in the middle of the field. Alright, stop recording. Save this. Bring into silo. Field 7. Alright, that's saved. That's in there. That's good to go. Drive course. There we go. Yahtzee. Alright, things that are running. That's running, that's running, that's there. Alright, so we can go ahead and assign this one real quick now that all that's taken care of. Combine mode. We're going with the combine sitting next to us, which will be the first one. And we're going to activate four-wheel drive. And the course we're going to use, we're going to clear that one out. We're going to use this one. Drive course, which means run into me. And then we'll go ahead and get this guy started. Alright, I need to fold the header right. There we go. And then I need to unpack the back. That's good. And then I need to bring up auto combine, get started rolling, and then we will jump out and go. There we go. That's good enough. Everything should be rocking and rolling now. And this guy can get going again. There we go. Alright. So hopefully all that's taken care of and we are off to the races again. Now we are going to have an issue here in a minute, and I will tell you why. I am going to go ahead and call my tractor back over just as soon as I get this short run done, because that fence line will cause us problems. So let's just go ahead and stop driver. Oh well, it's not gonna let me do it. Oh, this is not gonna be good. So this field is so close to this fence line that when I start making this cut, I'm going to have issues with that other tractor coming to unload, unless he's smart enough to get on the... Oh, he dropped out. Good. Request driver. I don't know why he suddenly timed out, but he did. He's crossing the railroad tracks and surely going to find a tree to run into. What in the world? So I want to get as much offload. I want to be empty. So, because if you noticed that first run down, I only got like, I almost got to the end, but then I was full and had to call the tractor. If I had to call it on this leg, I definitely have issues with this fence line. So you almost need to come in and sow a little bit of grass here and shorten this field up, or narrow this field up just a little bit. But anyway, here's that big swath we missed down the middle that I did not seed because of some issues with courseplay. And now that I look at it grown in, I probably could have seeded it and been alright. My tractor probably would have been just narrow enough to have gotten up through there, but the problem is I couldn't see where I needed to be, so it's all good. I explained that in the last video. Well, see right here, it wouldn't have, the tractor wouldn't have gotten up through there, so I would have had a lot of waste. The reason I've got that blank spot is when I was doing course play, seeding the field, it got over here to do this last little bit, and it ran into the fence. And when it ran into the fence, I had to take it off of it, and I could never get it back on to course play the way it needed to be. And so because of that, I had some issues with it. And 80%. I figure my little tractor's coming for me any minute now, but I should be able to make my turn before he comes this way. Beautiful. And the John Deere is slipping. Go figure. He's probably hung on a fence line somewhere. And I am full. And no matter what I do, I cannot stay ahead of the other combine because of stupid things like this. So the other combine will end up catching me. And yeah, no matter how much distance I give myself, it never works out. If I put him in the beginning, oh well, that guy ran into the fence. No matter how much distance I give myself, I end up with stupid stuff like this. And what's funny is if I put myself in the rear, I end up catching the auto combine. I never can get this to work out right. If I put myself in the front, I give myself a full length. My stupid chase tractor always runs into the fence, and I have issues with it. If I put auto combine first and let auto combine run ahead of me, I always catch auto combine because auto combine makes these corners too slow. So no matter what I do, I always end up with both combines stuck right on top of each other. I'm just watching to see what stupidity this thing's doing. Alright, so I need to say drive course, drive now. so frustrating to me. It happens every single time, and I can't seem to work it out. It's almost like I need to go an entire field around with one combine and then bring the other one in. And even if I did that, I would probably run into each other. The next issue I'm going to have is this guy didn't get fully emptied. So the other combine is going to come up right behind me because I'm going to run out right here. So I have to just sit and wait. The other combine is not going to be full, so he's going to pull up behind me and have to stop. The other chase vehicle is going to come back and be first in line, so the other one's going to come up behind it and is not going to be able to pass the other one. And so watch, it'll be a hoot. So here comes the case, and it's gonna sit there. And I know what you're probably thinking, well, Moose, you should have just made those be automatic. If you have them be automatic, then they'll just sense and they'll just go to whichever one needs to be full. Yeah, that works some of the time, but it doesn't work all the time. So I prefer to have one tractor set to chase, so then I don't have these issues. But this is just one of those that just, God, stupid AI. And none of this is really an issue. Is one of these sliding across the field? It is. It's that trailer. The J&M is sliding across the field. I was wondering what happened a minute ago. So a minute ago, like, I made a turn and the trailer got way past me, and I didn't say anything about it. I could feel it, or you know, it's funny to say I could feel it, but you can tell it was. I could tell that something had happened, and what it was is the trailer had slid way past me. It was making me try to get my turn right. I couldn't get straightened up. I was wondering why I was hung up on that combine. But what is he doing? Why is he coming back to me again? I'm only 30%. So that's what it was. That tractor's, the physics on that tractor's not, or on that trailer, the physics aren't exactly right, and it was letting it slide. Oh, I want to get rid of course play here, so I can do that, because that makes a good little picture, and that will be our thumbnail for today. And the John Deere is going to run into the other combine, which it's going to say it's blocked in a second. So I'm going to have to stop what I'm doing again to go deal with the AI. Nope, the John Deere is riding around in circles. Horseplay! I hadn't said it in a while, so. Is it still driving around in circles? Nope. They'll do that to you every once in a while, and I don't know what causes it, but every once in a while you'll find that your tractor will just start driving around in circles for no apparent reason. I like how the John Deere just pulled right out in front of that other. Wow, we got another high demand for manure. Very cool. Another chance to make some more money. Alright, so I am going to come to the right, to the left of this, and I'll have to come back later and clean this up a little bit. But I tend to like to just be a little bit realistic with those and not just drive straight through them. Oops. Me being a moron. Should have unloaded already. There you go, buddy. Have you some apples that turn back into grain. Well, this dance is just turning into a train wreck. Nope, they separated. But the John Deere's going to end up in the rear again. Which means when I get completely full, I'm going to be waiting on it again. Now what's going on with the other combine? I actually considered stopping back there and letting the other combine go ahead of me, but I'm not going to. Man, this is just ridiculous. Sitting. Alright, I might as well switch over to this other one because I know I'm just going to have to manually bring him over. I should have been smart about this earlier, and after I had that first little debacle there, I should have sent this guy right off immediately to dump so there would be a complete separation between it and the case. But I didn't. because I want to get them off cycle as far as how full they are. You want one to be empty when the other one's full, you know. So I'm gonna do that right now. Well, I think I'm gonna do that, but it's gonna be stupid not let me do that. That's what I want to do. Oh, just do whatever you want to do. I'm done with you. It won't even give me the ability to send it home. Alright, so it should have given me the drive now, but it didn't give it to me. And I just requested a driver and it's not responding to me. Seriously, can I have any more issues with Courseplay? Stop the freaking driver. Oh, I swear. Not my day for automation, I'll tell you that much. And I'm sure somebody will find something, they'll go back through and watch the video and go, oh, you're an idiot, you didn't do this, this, and this, and this. Okay, well, you know. I don't see every single detail while I'm recording these videos, but I try to, but I don't. I always love those, though. You're so stupid. Alright, send the driver now. Man, you're so stupid. You didn't see it obviously that you didn't do this. My favorites are on the LSPDFR stuff. All the comments I get, because I shot a guy one day, right? Because the game glitched out because I got into a different vehicle. And when I did, it glitched out the suspect. And I had to respawn. I got into another vehicle. My vehicle despawned. The other vehicle showed up. And when it did, it completely glitched out the game. And so I'm going over to the vehicle to try to put the guy into the vehicle, and it wouldn't let me. Now, I've already put like 2-3 other people into my vehicle in this video and showed me arresting them. So you'd think if I've done it like 3 or 4 times, I know what I'm doing, right? Oh no, man, I got comments left and right. You're so stupid. You have to take the guy to the back door and put him in it. You're stupid. Okay, well, if you've played the game and all, you'll understand that if you try to put the guy, once you arrest somebody and you go back to your vehicle, you can't get in your vehicle unless you open the back door for the guy to get in first time. The only other way that that happens is if the game is glitched. And you can't put him in the back of the vehicle. So I kind of got a chuckle out of that. It cracked me up. Because if you arrest somebody, automatically the script takes over. And when you go back to your car and you hit the button to enter your car, it opens the back door for the perp to get in. Right? It will only open the door to let you get into the car once you've opened the back door to let the guy in. So it's so silly that everybody was like, and I ran around the video even like 3-4 times trying to get into the vehicle, before I just gave up and said, oh well, I can't get in, I'm gonna shoot. I can't get him in the vehicle. I couldn't call anybody else to come get him, so I just gave up and I shot the guy. Oh my gosh, the comments I got after that just rolled in. And of course that video got like 17,000 hits, 18,000 hits. And so, you know, for every 1,000 hits, I had to get somebody who would tell me how stupid I was that I couldn't get in the back of the vehicle. I was like, does anybody ever watch these things and actually pick up on the little cues that are going on? It just, I do make a lot of mistakes. I admit that. Because a lot of times when you're doing these videos, you know, and I got to admit, I've watched some people's videos and thought, you moron, it's obviously what's going on here. You're just not paying attention. What it is you sort of have blinders on to a bit. You know, most of the stuff that you're doing when you're doing this video, and this goes for all the other people you see do videos, when you're doing the video, you're sort of have blinders on because you're playing the game, you're doing the game, but at the same time you're so focused on what you're doing and the conversation that you're trying to have to keep the flow going that you don't necessarily see everything that you might see if you just stopped and thought through it. Case in point with me in Courseplay that time when I was doing Colborough Park Farm, 99.99% of the time you'll notice I always run my Courseplay in a position to where I always start at the nearest waypoint. I never run from first waypoint. It's a very rarity if I run from first waypoint. And in that video, for some reason, I guess because it was a new map or a new tractor, new install or whatever, I didn't click from first waypoint to nearest waypoint, and that was what was causing all my problems as far as why the tractor just kept wanting to go somewhere else. And yeah, but on this one, why it wasn't, it should have immediately, as soon as I clicked on start, it should have given me the ability to send driver on its way, or drive now is what it comes up as. It will give you that ability, and it didn't do that. So there's a reason I was looking at it going, why aren't you giving me that drive now ability? Alright, so we'll go over here and set this guy up to dump, and then we will go get the other one that unstuck because the case is sitting right in its path. So yeah, if we check into this John Deere, see this right here where it says drive now? That should have appeared, and it wasn't, and that was what I was looking for. Because if it had have shown up, I could have just initiated it to drive, and it would have driven to the what I was wanting it to do was go to the silo and dump, so it would be completely empty, but it wasn't giving me that function. That was what I was looking for. Oh, drive now. There we go. See how it did it perfectly that time? Alright, let's go ahead and turn this off. Start it back up. Come on. You only got a wee little bit to get here. There we go. And we'll... Where are you going? What? Are you serious? That little bit put me over 50%, so now he's got to do his little dance. I thought, well, I'll get that little bit, and then I'll drive over next to it and dump it in there. Oh no, not going to let you do that. That would be too simple. You just reached 50%, I got to drive around in circles and come up next to you. I love AI. It's just so fun to deal with. It makes your life so much simpler. Right? Right? Isn't that the whole point of the AI? Is to make life easier. It tends to complicate the heck out of mine. Drive now. Alright, so we can go ahead and turn that off. There we go. And close up the back. And we go ahead and switch over to the front and put the wheels down. So when we get up here, we can drop this header off. Missed a little spot there. And they run into each other. Brilliant, guys. Just brilliant. Alright, and then we'll just go ahead and drop this right here, like so. Don't you want to drop right there? No, you don't. You want to fold up. There we go. Let me go deal with dingleberries over here. That took a pretty long time. It took longer than I thought it would. Turn that off, fold that up, and do that there. Get that out. And we'll drop this one into place. Like so. Drop that there, pull that back, and we're good. Let's see. Stop this driver. Pull him out of the way of said other driver. I would hang on to one of these and use it for the hay, but or for the straw, but unfortunately the straw won't go in one of these. So I can't use it for that. Let's see, I need the back to go to my right, which means I need the wheels to kick out that way. Nope, wrong way. Need the wheels to kick that way. Yeah, that'll work good enough. Alright. Go over here and grab these headers. Get them put up real quick. So I thought this would be a quick little harvest. It turned out to be a train wreck of a harvest, and took quite a bit of time. So probably won't start too much plowing here. Let's see, we started at about 11 o'clock my time on this, so we got about 10 minutes left video wise. Might be a shorter video today. Might just do the harvest and then we'll move on, and then tomorrow's video will pick up with the plowing. We go ahead and purchase that shovel though, and get that. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that right there. What did I just do? Stupid me. I meant to do that right there. Real quick, jump into this. Stop that. So what we're going to do with this, and it'll probably be in tomorrow's video, we're going to mow this grass. We're going to cultivate that grass, which is, I'm going to show you a little trick on how to never let grass grow again. We'll do that, and then we will place a shed on the end of this field. Alrighty. So let's leave that there. Tab over and grab this guy. Come on. So yeah, we're gonna put an equipment shed up here so we've got a little bit more storage, because we just don't have enough here on this farm. That's the only thing it lacks, is a whole lot of storage. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat on this. It makes life a lot simpler. And that's one of the reasons I want storage, is to be able to put these guys in storage and not sitting back here behind this particular shed, which is not uncommon for these to be left outside. If you go by a lot of your farms, you'll see where they've just got their combine heads pulled out in the yard somewhere. Now, in some of your bigger operations that, you know, really care about their equipment, take really good care of their equipment, they'll have storage areas for their combine heads. But on most of your small family farms, a lot of the times you'll just see them sitting out there in the middle of a field or out in the middle of a yard. I know one of my buddy's farms around here, all of their stuff sits right out in a courtyard out in front of the house. Everything is out there. All the plows, disc, cultivators, sprayers, all the headers, they're all sitting in one little area right out in front of their barn, and that's where they're all parked, and they stay out there 24/7. They never are put under any kind of shelter or any kind of shed or anything else like that. But then I guess, you know, they got a whole lot of money and they don't mind buying new equipment every couple of years. So me, I like to put my stuff up. I don't like for it to be sitting out in the middle of the weather. Hence, I have a whole lot of little barns on my property. What am I doing? Come on now. There we go. This just is not my day. Alright, stop that one. Grab this one. And we can finish up here on all this. And actually, this video will be just at an hour long, so we'll probably just wrap it up. And then tomorrow we can come back and work on the cattle. We can work on the getting the plowing and starting to get the fields reset and ready to go. What I may do is I may go ahead and give us one day. We may work on some stuff for a day and then plant, because I'm still looking at the weather and thinking we probably ought to give us one more day, and that way we'll have a recovery day after the rain. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. If we look now, if we plant today, well, I'll take that back. If we plant today, then we harvest on Sunday. I guess we do need to get everything planted today, because if we don't, we'll have some issues. We have some manure we need to sell too. How much manure do we have? We've only got one truckload, so still, that if that's what it was before, it's like $100,000 for that truckload. So that'll be pretty good money for us. Alright, so we'll end up here. Like I said, we'll probably buy, I'm thinking about buying the wheel loader. I'm thinking about just getting the JCB wheel loader and being done with it. I mean, I could go with the telehandler and get the Merlot. But I'm thinking, I do like this one, this particular wheel loader. And then we can get the universal bucket that'll allow us to do everything with it. Which I've got a different bucket I would use. Actually use. Well, I got another bucket. I haven't used that new hauling yet. I don't know what it's like. But yeah. So what do I got? I got a JCB somewhere. I've got a bucket. Where's that? JCB. This bucket here does everything, and the sizing of it and everything looks a lot better for that JCB. So this is probably what we'll end up doing, is getting that and dealing with it for a while. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope y'all had a good day and enjoyed the video. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. To that one guy that gives me the thumbs down every single day, regardless, you're my hero. Thanks for watching. And the rest of you guys, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And we'll continue this little adventure together. Until tomorrow, y'all stay safe. Have a good day. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.